Hi folks, Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans. And today I'm bringing you actually a shenanigan. And usually a shenanigan on this channel is like anything but cartoon news. So um, it's not an announcement. It's actually going to be me talking about The Simpsons for a quick minute. Um, but yeah, I just before we jump in there, I just wanted to talk about my channel. So the channel is growing, as you guys can see here. Uh, in the last 28 days, I got 6 subscribers, uh, 51.9 watch time hours, 1.3K views. You can actually see it here in the monetization tab. We're slowly working our way up to the golden numbers here, and then we can start making some money, which is amazing, of course. Definitely want to be making some money here because, as you guys know, if you've seen the first episode, I actually quit my job and working at the Home Depot. I was a what do you call it? Lot attendant, so pushing the buggies, lifting shit into people's car, etc., etc., etc. So I quit that job, and I'm like, you know what? I saved up enough money and I rent an office, and I have enough to keep me going for maybe 2 years, maybe if I'm lucky. So I'm like, you know what? If I build up a channel right now, I could probably start breaking even and get like, my rent is like $600 a month for the office. Um, so I could start breaking, eventually, hopefully I could start breaking even and paying off the rent. And then once I start breaking even, then I can actually profit and, do this full time. Well, I'm trying to do it full time anyway, but I want to go like all in, all in. So, yeah, that's the goal. If you guys want to go ahead, go. If you guys want to go ahead and subscribe, I currently have 29 subscribers just in the last like week. All of a sudden, like you can see here, I just got a whole bunch of subscribers right there. Pretty sweet. Right now I'm at 29. If you guys want to go ahead and subscribe and help the number get up there, I'd really appreciate that. And as you can see here in the views right here, last 48 hours. I actually have more views in the 48 hours than I've ever had before. Usually my views are like, I don't know, in the last 48 hours I usually average somewhere around like 80 to 100. So this is like amazing watch time or amount of views in the last 48 hours, so 2 days. So it's been pretty crazy, and it just keeps going up. So yeah, why not subscribe? Why not get informed with the channel? It's a cartoon news channel, but sometimes I do stuff like this video where I'm just gonna quickly talk about The Simpsons wasted potential. And let's actually jump right into this. So I think that's what I'm gonna call the video. The Simpsons wasted potential, or like new Simpsons episode wasted potential. Yeah, so something like that. Something with the word Simpsons and wasted potential. Um, and what I'm going to be talking about really quick is I saw this new episode of The Simpsons. Okay, and I just wanted to say that like my experience with The Simpsons is I've seen like almost all of the episodes, but like I think I agree with everybody that says that the episodes from the earlier seasons of The Simpsons were a lot better. Um, the jokes were just funnier. I don't know. The new Simpsons is kind of like it's funny sometimes, but a lot of times the episodes are very dry and boring, and like I don't know. I don't feel so excited. Maybe it was the people who were writing the show. Maybe the writing just like fell off a cliff, or like I don't know what. It's hard to say with The Simpsons, but like it just doesn't feel like if you go to the first season and watch like the first couple seasons from the beginning, the jokes and like there's just something different about the way it feels, and maybe it's because the show was new, and because the show was new, they had to like bring out their best work. You know what I mean? Like they couldn't just like put it on autopilot mode. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't put it on autopilot mode. They had to light a fire under their asses and say, okay, if we don't get ratings, the show gets canceled. Okay, so like I don't know. There's a different feel to the beginning of The Simpsons to where we are now. But I still watch it. Like I still truck along. Like I try my best to watch it whenever I can. But there was this episode I saw. I watched it recently. Okay, just yesterday. I saw this episode and I was like, "Oh my god!" The Simpsons has been pretty standard. They haven't really shaken things up. They haven't shaken up the formula. I think this is like why I just haven't been enjoying it recently. They haven't shaken up the formula. It's been pretty like dull. Like one of the biggest some of the biggest changes recently were like all because of controversies or people dying. Like I think like Ned Flanders, he was dating Miss Krabappel, but then the voice actor died for Miss Krabappel, so then they replaced her with Ned. So Ned became the teacher kind of thing. Um, and so the teacher dying was a big shakeup, which is a shame because I actually liked Miss Krabappel. It's a shame that she unfortunately her voice actor passed away there. Um, uh, what was the other change? Oh yeah, Disney acquired them. So Selma and what's the other one? Selma and the other one, Marge's sisters. They can't smoke, and they made a joke about how like Disney they can only smoke off screen when when the camera's not on them, because they're owned by Disney now, so they can't show smoking. Of course, and then what was it? There's an and then a poo. There was the whole controversy with a poo. Um, and that way, who died? A couple. See, I remember there was this big thing like a couple years back. Everyone was betting which character was gonna die, and then it ended up being Krusty's father. Krusty's father, yeah. So Krusty's father dying recently. Oh, also I think the what's that kid's name? One of the kid they changed the voice actor for one of the kids in Marvin. I think I don't know what happened with the voice actor there. Oh no, was it Miss Krabappel also played that guy or yeah, the kid who plays Marvin. I think like somebody new plays that kid now. So there's that. So we had a couple of voice so basically, I think people dying and then um couple controversies then and the Simpsons killed off Krusty's father who isn't even like that important of a character. So nothing's really other than being owned by Disney and maybe I guess they can't smoke on screen or like they haven't really like done anything like fresh and interesting. So then I see this episode. It's called episode season 31, episode 15 screenless, okay? And in the episode they teach Maggie sign language. Like there's that language that deaf people use. Um, it's I'm sure you guys know what sign language is. It's the one they do. I don't exactly know the poses and whatever, but you could see here Maggie see with her hands right there. She's doing I don't know. I'm assuming a uh I guess that means no more, right? So she's doing the pose with her hands that means no more. So that's the sign language. She's doing like I'm not gonna play the episode, but yeah, I'm not gonna play this episode. I just paused it just to show you guys an example. So in the episode, Maggie is what's it called? She learns sign language, okay? She learns sign language and she's able to like communicate with certain people and like like with the family members so they can understand her. And then for the audience because most people don't know sign language, they put this you can see here no more. So we as the audience we get to see what she's like saying, right? And I thought that could be so cool that they could start doing episodes with Maggie, kind of like Stewie, where like she can communicate with sign language and like they can make it funny where like people don't know what she's saying, but like we can understand her. And But they obviously they've done that. Sometimes when she does her sucks, they do. You know when she what's that thing called, the pacifier? Some episodes she sucks her pacifier, and then we see like words, what she's trying to say. But this was such a good idea. This was like they had sign language. They could, I don't know. I feel like there were so many possibilities. It would have shaken up the status quo. And then the episode ends, and I thought from there on out, I was like, okay, well, Maggie knows sign language now. Are they gonna like do? Are is this gonna be permanent? Like, are we gonna see like every episode from now on where Maggie can like communicate with sign language, and we could get some new gags, we could get some new jokes with Maggie, because she doesn't get much screen time, right? Um, and yeah, that what ends up happening is in the next episode, it's just back to normal. It was just a one-off gag, like okay, she learned sign language, and then poof. So I was just really disappointed by this. I don't know, man. I thought that would have been so cool if they continued and just had Maggie, kind of like in Ducktales. There's that one horse. There's like a horse that has the Scrooge statue head on it, and it clicks its heels, like it stomps its feet with the horseshoes, and people can like understand what he's saying. And I was like, okay, this is so cool. We could get like Maggie episodes where, you know, I thought that would be so interesting, and no, they reset it. They just reset it. So yeah, that's all. I feel like this was such wasted potential. Like the Simpsons needed some more shakeups like this, and they screwed the pooch. They they screwed the poochie. There's a reference for you Simpsons fans. They screwed the poochie. They just didn't deliver here with the sign language gimmick. I really liked it. I think that could be so cool, and they just didn't do it. And I feel like it's wasted now. Like you can't. Can they really? Well, I guess if they really want to, but I feel like they can't go back because all the episodes that come after this episode, she doesn't use sign language, so it's like done. Like it's done, right? It was only for this one episode that she does it. But that's such a shame. That's just such a shame that they did this. Let me know in the comments down below if your thoughts were similar to mine. If you thought that you saw this episode and you're like, oh my god, are they going to make Maggie know sign language from now on? No. The answer was no. So let me know how you feel about that in the comments. Let me know if this was wasted potential. Let me know if you like Maggie just being like speechless, and she just, sometimes she just has a gag where she does the sucks the pacifier and then it says text. Just like here where it says no more. Sometimes Maggie just like does two sucks and then it says like translation, just like this. Let me know if you were a fan of that. Let me know if you wanted Maggie to have sign language. And yeah, that's all I had to say. I'm disappointed. And that's that. So this is the end of the video. I've gone on long enough. I'd really enjoyed if you guys could subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And thank you very much. Goodbye, Sandro out.